Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. Today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Kingdom Death Monster. In our last video, we sadly did not make it through the hunt and showdown phase. Our entire team was wiped out mainly due to a really bad hunt draw. But that's how it goes in Kingdom Death. But just because we lost our party, it doesn't matter. Our civilization is still alive. So we're going to go ahead and continue on in this world. Now, even though we did lose all our characters, we still get to bring home the resources that we were able to get, and we get to bring back all of the equipment as well. Now, there is one thing I forgot to do at the end of the video. Where it says defeat, it says roll a d10. On the result of 6+, a random survivor that died during the showdown finds themselves back at the settlement. They have a new lifetime, but lose all their courage and understanding. But I believe that means I still get to keep everything else. All right, we're going to go ahead and roll. Who knows? We might not even make this. We'll see what happens here. We got a 2, so it doesn't matter. Ashford has still lost. Now, if you're excited to see if our people can make it through a settlement phase and a hunt phase with hopefully not losing anybody this time, then I need you to meet me at the co-op shop. We're going to begin our settlement phase. And the first thing, of course, we have to do is come back. And we came back with nobody. So we're going to go ahead and gain endeavors. Now, of course, we get 2 for every dead person that happened during the showdown or hunt phase. And what do you know? That's going to be like 8. And so then I also get 1 from cooking, so we have 9. I'm not even going to put tokens down. I don't think I have enough tokens for this. So we're going to have 9 endeavors. I'm just going to track it with that die. Hopefully I keep the number correct. We'll see how it goes. Now, of course, we do have to do the next thing, which is update the timeline. So we're going to draw a settlement event card and resolve it and trigger any story or settlement events that happen this timeline. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So if we look at our timeline, we're going to be going into Lantern Year 15. Now, if we look ahead, look at this. We're going to be fighting a level 2 butcher, and that hooded knight is going to come back, and we don't have the sword anymore. Now, according to our timeline, we do have to go ahead and draw a settlement event. We're going to mix these up. We're going to give them a good old truffle shuffle here and see which settlement event we're going to have to deal with this time when we come back to our settlement. Well, we actually don't have anybody that came back. So let's see what happens to our settlement, even though our people didn't come back. We're going to take this one right here and see what it is. We have gotten nickname settlement event. Every returning survivor gets a nickname. Roll a d10 on all 3 tables below. Add the nickname to the survivor's current name between the first and surname. A survivor may only be nicknamed once a lifetime. Oh, this has been great to have if I, well, actually would have had anybody come back. Well, I didn't, but let's just kind of look at it. Okay, it looks like we're going to, well, okay, so basically most of them don't really going to help us anyway. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put this up here. That's really the only thing that's going to happen with the random event. It's actually not going to do anything to us because nobody actually came back. So the next thing, of course, we're going to do is we're going to update our death count. So in this outing, of course, we lost all 4 of our people. So we're going to go ahead and check all 4 boxes here. Wow. We might actually fill this thing up before we get done with this. So with our death count done, the only thing we have left really to do is to develop, which isn't going to be much to do. We're going to go ahead and slide our endeavors over, which is probably all going to become kids, and we're going to go ahead and innovate. I think that's going to be the only thing we're going to do this time. I've got some bones. I've got an organ. We know we really can't use this for anything, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. If there is something I can use that for, then I guess I'm out of luck. We're going to use this. Actually, no, I lied. We are going to use one of these monster organs because they're really generic. So we're going to use one of the monster organs. Then we're going to use this leather right here. This is going to be our hide. And then we have to get rid of a bone. I think I actually might use the skull because the phoenix finger might actually be good for something. So I'm going to use this, the skull, and the leather to be able to innovate to see what we're able to get. We have, of course, Symposium, so I get to draw 4 of these cards, and we get to go ahead and see which ones we're going to keep. All right, let's go. 1, 2, let's go 3 right there, and 4. There's our 4 innovations that we can have. There's only 4 left in the deck, so hopefully we got some really good ones here. Let's see what we got. We got Shrine. Now, a lot of these I might not read because we've seen a lot of these before. We've got Bloodletting, we've got Scarification, and we've got Pictographs. Let's look at Pictographs. It says at the start of the survivor's act, they may decide to skip the act and run away. Wow, I wish we would have had this last time. That's pretty funny. After the hunt event is resolved, a survivor may decide it's time to go home and run away. Add pictograph consequences to the innovation deck. Right, that's one of our options. Of course, we've seen Shrine before, and we've seen Bloodletting, and we've seen Scarification. So those are the 4 we have to pick from. So I've gone ahead and decided to grab pictographs. We've had a really bad experience last time. And if we would have had this card, I think we could have at least got Ashford home, and we may have been able to get the other people too, because we might be able to run during a hunt after the hunt event is resolved. Oh, it would have been after the resolved anyway, so it wouldn't have been any big deal. We still would have lost 3, but I could at least got Ashford home with this card. So I'm going to go ahead and keep pictographs, and we're going to add in Memento Mori, which is our pictograph consequence to our innovation deck over here, along with the 3 I didn't choose. Did I grab the right one? Oh, probably not. I know Bloodletting's pretty good because you get rid of disorders, but we're going to have a lot of brand new survivors coming out pretty soon, and I don't think I need that right now. But that's just my opinion. Of course, other people probably who have played this game more have a better idea of what they should do. Now, sadly, that's all we can do, really. I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to, what is this? Our record and archive these when we get to that point, and that's it. I've got 9 endeavors. It's time to see if we can actually make some kids to replace the 4 survivors that we got lost. So we're going to go ahead and use our organ grinder here to augury. Now, if we get some pretty good augury rolls, we might try some other stuff too, because remember, we have that ability that gives us, +1 insanity and stuff in here too. There's this one. I can use it to get Founder's Eye, which would be not too bad. I get +1 rolls on intimacy story events for this settlement. Oh, that's not too bad. Accidental mess, or I can get this laughing stock, nothing happens. You know what? I'm actually going to, no, I'm going to risk it. We're going to be okay, but remember, we got this one. This one would be really cool. I could get white speaker, or we get like extra insanity. So we're going to go ahead and put some of these back. Let's see how we do though for augury. So we're going to go to 8 right now. Now I have to choose a person. I think we're going to go ahead and have, Silvaria do it. I think she's going to do this right now. She's got enough, oh, she doesn't have enough understanding. That's going to be bad news. I need to get at least 3 understanding here. Otherwise, we could have a big problem. We're going to go ahead and have Riverwind do it. He seems to be like our man of the hour, always. So we're down to 8. We're going to go ahead and roll. Now remember, if I get a 1 through 3, I have to actually get rid of something from our resources. And we do have a Cyclops Eye, and we also have a monster organ that I can go ahead and do. Not Cyclops Eye, Cyclops Fly, sorry. Maybe I should learn how to read. Maybe I should learn how to write. All right, we're going to go ahead and roll and see what we get. We got a 1, so we're going to get rid of our monster organ, and he's going to gain 1 understanding. That's terrible. All right, let's see what's next. We're going to go ahead and roll again. We got a 9. Now that means we're going to go down to 7 of these. So now that means that we have got an intimacy event. So again, like I normally do, I'm just going to keep on rolling, and we'll get the intimacy events as we go here. We're going to go ahead and see what happens next. We got a 4. I don't think that's anything. Well, I get a survival. Is that even worth it? What's he has? Does he have 4 survival? No survival. I think he's got 4. So he's going to go up to 5. All right, fantastic. Give him 5 survival. I don't think he's ever going anywhere, but here we go. He's got 5 survival. That's great. We're going to go to 5 and see what we get next. We're going to roll it up. Come on, let's get something good. We got a 9. All right, so that's another one. We're going to go ahead. So we have 2 intimacy story events. I'm going to keep track of that on another die. I'm going to put it right here. Now, I think we're going to stop when we get to 3, and then we'll just go ahead and see what we can do from there. So I'm going to go down to 4. We're going to roll it again. We got, another 1. All right, so that's going to mean that we're going to lose our monster organ. He's going to gain 1 more understanding, and I really am going to stop right there, because if I lose any other resource, it's going to be either my Phoenix Finger or my 2 iron that I have, and we don't want to lose any of that. So let's go resolve our 2 intimacy events. Now again, we've seen this many different times. I'm not even going to read anything of it. We're just going to roll some dice and see what we get. I get to roll 2 because of our thing. I got a 10, which is great. I already have the survivors, so we're just going to go ahead and gain 2 population. We're going to have twins. So we got 2. Let's roll them up again. And we got a 9, which again is going to be twins. So we got 4 new survivors off of those 2. That was perfect. So here we have our tome of, well, mostly dead people. But I need to go ahead and put down 4 new people. And at this point, I think I am out. I can't really think of too many other Dragonlance characters. If you can, that would be great. I'm looking for females and males both. That's great. I'm sure there are some ones I could have probably, I could use Huma. I'll use Huma. He's one I could use. I don't know some other, I want to get a couple more female ones in here, but I don't actually remember any of them that I can't really think of any more off the top of my head. So I'm just going to put Huma here. He's going to gain +1 accuracy, +2 strength, +1 evasion. So I'm going to put Ac right here, strength, evasion, and he also gets +1 understanding. Those are all the things we get from all the different innovations we have, which is pretty cool. Now, I don't have 2, 3, or 4. You know what? I'm going to think of some right now, and we'll put them down. So I did get some more, but if anybody would like to give me some more Dragonlance names, that'd be great. So we got Tasselhoff. I don't know why I didn't put him down. He's one of the main characters. We got Conan and Kisanth, and we also remember we're going to put Huma down. Those are our 4 new survivors that were made, and I'm probably going to make all 4 of them, and they're probably all going to go on one hunt. So we do have 4 endeavors left, and that's really about all we got. So let's see what we have up here we can do. Of course, we do have our face painting. I might do this. It gives everybody +2 survival and an insanity when they leave. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and roll. So we're going to go ahead and put this down to 3, and then we're going to roll a die and see what we get. We're going to roll it up and see what we get. We got a 4, and that's going to be perfect. That's a 4+. All of our departing survivors are going to gain +2 survival and +1 insanity. That's going to be good. Let's see what else we can do here. We could do storytelling. I've got a little bit left. Let's see if there's anything else in here. I have no reason to do that. Can't cook anything. I can't do a lot of this stuff. Let's see what else we have. That's really about it. Huh. Okay. And I don't have anybody that's hurt too badly. All right. We could, of course, use our lantern Horde. It has this thing down here, shared experience. Nominated survivor that's 2 or more hunt XP than yourself. They describe illuminating details of their desired death. If you're not deaf, gain 1 hunt XP from the story. And the nominated survivor has a shattered jaw. Instead, they gain +1 insanity. So I could do that. I have 3 endeavors left. Or I could do storytelling. I think I am going to spend the 3 survival that we have left, or sorry, endeavors that we have left, to go ahead and gain 1 hunt XP to each of these characters. That is going to be our plan. So those guys are all going to at least have 1. So when they do complete the hunt, we'll be able to get an extra hunt XP, and we'll be able to start getting some weapon proficiencies for these people pretty quick. At least that's my plan. We'll see if it holds up. So I've archived our finger, and I've also archived our iron, so we're good to go with them. What I'm going to do now is prepare our departing survivors to go ahead and take on a level 2 antelope. That's right, we're going for an antelope. I'm not going to go after a phoenix again. That was sad, sad news. I had a suggestion to go for this in the comment section, so I'm going to go ahead and take it on. Now we're going to go with some new characters here, and we're also going to go with an oldie but a goldie. We're going to see how it goes. Now our first one is Klingon. She's going to go ahead and come into this thing. She's going to take on that white lion armor. Of course, this was the only person that lasted all the way into the fight against the phoenix last time. Ashrit was like a milestone character. It was so much fun. But hopefully she doesn't meet that end. She is again going to start off the same as almost everybody else. She's going to gain the 9 survival, 1 accuracy, 2 strength, 1 evasion, the 1 understanding, and she's going to gain armor for everything here. So she's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 to the head, and then 3 to everything else. And she is all set to go. She doesn't have anything else, but I think it should be good to go with this. Next, we're going to go ahead and take Tasselhoff into the battle with the rawhide gear. Now, of course, Tasselhoff also gets 1, 2, and 1, just like that. And now we're going to go ahead and give him all his armor. He's got it right here. He gets 2 to everything because he has the rawhide armor set. And he's kind of that jack of all trade things again. He's just going to bring along the pickaxe and also the bone sickle here. And he's going to have the catgut bow and our cat eye circlet. That's going to be the plan with him. He's just going to go ahead and just try to do it all. Now, of course, we do get 1 insanity because we were able to gain 1 from our face painting. But we got 9 survival on all of our characters because of the face painting, all the extra stuff from departing, plus some of the people that didn't get to 9, I gave them some dried acanthus so that all of our characters are going to have 9 survival going on into this. It's going to be really good. Now, of course, he also does get all these neat little things here, dodge, dash, and encourage. So we're good to go with Tasselhoff. Let's go on to our next character. Next, we've got Kisanth here. We're going to go ahead and see how she does. She's going to take that leather armor set. This really hasn't changed much. I've even kept around shields so that we can get the 3 linking here to get our monster grease. So we get +1 evasion, or sorry, +2 evasion on top of the 1 here. So we get +3 evasion. I may have been doing that wrong. I may have only given her +1 evasion when she was fighting in the last few videos. But that's okay. I also get to move again if I need to. This is pretty much the best setup I can do for her, and we're going to keep it like that. Now, of course, like I said, they get the 9 survival, all the extra benefits here, and then we've also get 3 insanity because I depart with 2 and I get 1 from my face painting. And our last character is going to be Riverwind. He is coming on an adventure for the first time in a while. And he's bringing with him a whole bunch of stuff. Now, of course, he's going to take our Screaming Antelope gear. And I've given him a dried acanthus just in case. Now, he's got that monster claw ability with tooth and fist. He gets accuracy and strength and stuff. But it just hasn't been working out. So I'm going to go ahead and keep on with these beast knuckles. They seem to be doing pretty good. We're going to give him another shot. Now, he does have extra sense. And, of course, he has ambidextrous, which is terrible, too, because he's using 2 of these bone knuckles. If I had to give him 2, like, axes or something, that'd be great. But for now, he's just using these katars, and I've given him the weapon proficiency katar. He doesn't have any in it yet because he used to be doing that fist and tooth, but no, that's how it goes. I've gone ahead and given him all his stats over here, and it looks like he's going to be all set to go. Now, of course, he does have that thunder collar he got, so if we ever want to use that, we can while we're on our hunt. So with all our characters ready to go, it's time to go to the hunt phase and take on that level 2 antelope. Now I've gone ahead and set the hunt board up, and I've got our characters all set to go over here. Now I haven't put out any of the actual hunt events yet because I'm about to do that right now, but first I just wanted to pan out just to show you how far we have to go. We're going to be going after level 2 antelope. He's way over here, so we're going to have to go to that overwhelming darkness again. Hopefully it doesn't treat us too bad. Now of course we do have our cards. We're going to mix these up. We're going to put a couple of these on the board. We're going to put one right here, right here, right here, and in case he goes really far backwards, I will put another one back there, but if he goes that far backwards, oh man, we're going to be in really big trouble. Now I do have my 2 special hunt events. They're both our mineral gathering and herb gathering. I'm actually going to put our mineral gathering one right there, but I'm going to put our herb gathering one way over here. Hopefully we can do it after the overwhelming darkness, because just like we saw in the book, different things could happen if it's done after this location. So we're going to hopefully try to take advantage of this. Sadly, last time it didn't work because the person that had it died, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead into our first hunt event. Now remember, all the ones that are empty, those are just basic hunt events, and they're just going to be, you just roll 2 dice. So I don't actually put them on the board anymore. But we are going to go forward first, and I am going to have our Tasselhoff character go ahead and move forward, because he actually has the bone sickle and the bone pick. So we're going to go ahead and take care of our mineral gathering, and then we have to do a random hunt event. Now we've seen this many different times, so I'm just going to roll the die and see how it goes. We got a 5. So it does say right here, gain 1 broken lantern basic resource. A sudden rock slide catches you off guard. Suffer 2 event damage to a random hit location. So we're going to go ahead and roll our hit location die. We have suffered 2 damage to the legs, which is just enough to get rid of all of our armor. And now we have to perform a random hunt event, so I'm going to go ahead and roll my 2 dice. This is our 10s die right here. We got a 23, so let's go consult our book. 23 says, the survivors pass over a forlorn fountain in the shape of a lion's face. A stream of crystal clear water flows from its mouth. Each survivor consumes the water, gaining +1 survival and +1 courage. Any number of survivors may douse their head in the water and roll a d10. We're to see if that is worth doing. Now I've gone ahead and given everybody 1 courage, and I decided not to douse my head in there because most of the results have to do with removing disorders or insanity or something like that, and technically we're all so new that none of that is really going to matter. Now we did get enough courage for Riverwind to actually perform his event here called See the Truth. Here's our picture for the full-on courage, See the Truth. Check it out. Wow, this looks really awesome. All these crazed faces behind him, and look at this imposing figure right in front of us. And here's our story event, See the Truth. The greatest courage is achieved when the past and future are abandoned. The void that remains is a dark, endless well of strength. Fear and pain are your nourishment, and you will feast. You suddenly recall a strange masked man who, for a moment, opened your second eyelids. What you saw filled your mouth with the taste of your own death. Suffer the blind, severe head injury and taste death. If you are already blind, do not suffer it again. Great, so Riverwind is now blind. Now we're going to go ahead and roll on Taste of Death and see what happens. I'm going to roll a d10, and we got a 4. Now 4 right here says that we're going to come right down over there. It says if the settlement has the Graves death principle, the survivor's death tastes sweet instead. So right here it says sweet. When your second eyelid opens, the veil of darkness is lifted. You recall looking into the sky and viewing a horizon of titanic faces. Each face is different and peers at you different part of your body. Death was upon you, and a strangely sweet flavor swirled around in your mouth. Gain the weak spot disorder and the following ability, Sweet Battle. Once per round, you may surge without spending survival. If you do, the action must be used to activate a weapon. Wow, that's pretty cool. So Riverwind has become blind. It says lose an eye, suffer -1 permanent accuracy. This injury is permanent and can be recorded twice. A survivor with 2 blind severe injuries suffer -4 permanent accuracy and retires at the end of the next showdown or settlement phase, having lost all sight. Gain 1 bleeding token. So we're going to lose 1 permanent accuracy. I don't think I gained the bleeding token because we're still during the hunt event, or the hunt phase. If I'm wrong, please let me know. Now, Riverwind has also gained the weak spot disorder, and it says right here, you have an imaginary infirmity. When you gain this disorder, roll a random hit location recorded. You cannot depart unless you have armor at this location. Well, this isn't going to be too bad because we actually have a lot of armor all over our character. So I'm going to roll our hit location die. We got body, so he can never leave without body armor. So I'm going to go ahead and write that right here, body. So he has a weak spot, body. So we survived our first hunt event. Let's go ahead and move everybody up. And I think we're going to have Riverwind go ahead and check out this hunt event and see what happens. We have found a stampede. A thunderous boom approaches. The survivors may hide. If they do, move the quarry one space back. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. Otherwise, all survivors gain 1 courage and the event reveal rolls a d10. I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and give everybody 1 courage, and then I'm going to go ahead and roll a d10 and see what happens. We have rolled a 9. Let's see what that says. It says, the survivors corner one of the stampeding antelopes. Start the showdown immediately. Oh, that's good and bad? I guess we're going to go ahead and take on the screaming antelope right now. It's actually thinking, well, look in the bright side. We don't have to do overwhelming darkness, but I was kind of hoping to get some more stuff out of this hunt event. But at least nobody really took too much damage, well, except for Riverwind, or Tasselhoff, I apologize, who did take some doing his, bone pick. But sadly, we didn't get to take advantage of our herb, but that's okay. Usually we just get a Canthus, and that's fine. Now, we're going to go ahead, I guess, and start our Screaming Antelope Showdown. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. What a really short hunt event. This is amazing. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take him on. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell symbol so you know when the level 2 Screaming Antelope video comes out. Also, please feel free to leave anything in the comments below. I would love to hear from everyone. And if you're excited to see if our survivors can take down this Screaming Antelope, then I need you to meet me at the co-op shop.